Hey sexy beasts, this is Sheea from Maui, and I just want to let you know that I kind of finished setting up my Patreon option. For those of you who don't know what that is, that allows you to have a membership with me from, and there's different tiers you can pick from depending on how many photos you want per week and depending on the kind of photos you want. So obviously the higher tiers have some edgier photos and some nudes, artistic nudes, and then otherwise it's like sexy costumes and bikini shots. And this is your way of supporting me for this channel so that it's sustainable. And I guess I support about a half dozen myself on YouTube. So if you're not giving back, then maybe think about that, because that's how we make this work, is there's an exchange. And what's kind of nice about Patreon is it allows you to do a monthly automatic thing, anywhere from $3 up to $150, depending on how many photos you'd like to get and what kind of photos. But really it's all about just pledging, because if you are listening to all my videos and content, then it's a way for you to support me back and make it a win-win. So anyway, I'm excited about that. And if you choose to send me anything in the way of a photo shoot, like a bikini or a costume or outfit or something like that that you'd like to see, then of course I will definitely use that and do a shout out about it. So thank you. I actually really would like bikinis that are in the different holidays, like a Christmas bikini, Valentine's bikini, a St. Patrick's Day bikini. So you probably have to order that online and search for it. But anyway, I'm really into the holidays, and I dress up for holiday events a lot and stuff. So that would actually be really fun, and I'd love to do a photo shoot around it. So, okay, what else? I am feeling a lot better, because right when I started setting up my Patreon, I got kind of under the weather. I guess I had like a half day of COVID with a fever, and then it was done. But I had like all these allergy symptoms before and after, and I just wasn't feeling very well. You might still hear it a little bit in my sinuses, but I feel so much better now because I just wasn't up for posting as much. And it's interesting. I actually had, I guess another option for you too is that, on my website, which if you haven't checked it out yet, it's, there's a lot of info on there about Tantra and about me and whatnot. So, I actually do have 2 choices where you can purchase, pinup photos and bombshell photos. There's 2 different sets of photos that you can purchase. If you kind of want a bunch all at once. So I've had people do that too. And I actually had a patron send me $200 and just say, hey, send me a bunch right now, so I don't have to wait for the weekly ones. So that was kind of fun. Anyway, what I would like to share today on my walk, because I go on these beach walks, and it's been absolutely gorgeous here, even though it's been January and February. It's amazing how clear and gorgeous the weather has been. It's been really a treat, because you get to know all the different versions of how perfect and sunny a weather day can be. Like, does it have a breeze, and how hot is it? How humid is it? So anyway, they've been really nice lately, and I tend to get downloads when I do that. So it came to me today because I was experiencing something that I noticed seems to be comes out. So let me say it like this. I'm a total supporter of us all being sovereign, and yet I was noticing a new friend of mine that I've been getting to know. I notice sometimes the things he says kind of like kill the chemistry or kill the the energy in the moment. And they're very much so something that a sovereign person might say or a polyamorous person might say, but it's not so attractive. I'm noticing, at least as a female hearing it. So this is what I'm referring to. I notice he says things like, well, I can't really guarantee that. And, like, we might talk about the next time we're going to be together or something like that. And he'll say, yeah, well, it just depends on how I feel. And I kind of, it seems like he does that a lot, where I totally respect, like, yes, we do need to be in the moment and true to ourselves. And I get that side of it, but there's also this backpedaling that feels like, dude, can I count on anything from you? Or is it just like always just about you? And, I can't really count on anything. And you don't really want to be responsible or for anybody but yourself, which what I mean by that is sometimes the polyamorous vibe, or those who are in open relationships, it's almost like they're saying, I don't really want to be responsible for your feelings. I don't really want to have to caretake that. And at the same time, the way I hear that is like, oh, you don't have my back at all. And you don't want to really deal with anything emotional, even though you totally want to get in my pants. You see what I'm saying? So there's something a little bit off there. To me, if you don't want to be emotionally caring and showing up for the person that you are sexually involved with, then you probably don't belong there, because that goes with the territory. So men, if you were giving them off the message of, oh, I just want to have sex with you, I just want what I want my cake, I want to eat it too, but I really don't want to have to deal with your frustrations or disappointments or expectations and all that. And I get that you've probably gotten in trouble with that before in the past. Maybe you haven't been so good at that, or you haven't maybe done some good protocol after getting sexually involved with a woman, and so it kind of leaves her hanging and feeling sort of emotionally open and vulnerable and maybe disrespected and not really valued as much as she needs to feel in order to continue. So anyway, something I'm noticing. I was like, God, this almost feels like a little bit like a narcissist trying to train me how to not expect anything from him. And then I'm thinking, well, then I don't really want to give my most precious gift to that person. Like, what's in it for me? Like, no. And then I got this vision of how the tables are going to turn at some point in our development or evolution as a culture.